Welcome to Track Trace, where we take a closer look at the work put into making the music. It's your boy King B, and today I'll be taking you on a trip into King B's What You Gonna Do. What You Gonna Do is the second track on King B's EP titled The King's Ambivalence, released on the 12th of March 2021. The track is written by King B and produced by Harmonix. Today we will be focusing on the one verse of the track.
Look, stop. I'm getting my pen and paper, I'm writing down every thought like I'm scripting a television. Show that I'm leading in with no crew and no supervision. Facing myself in this world that's spiraling with competition, the level.
In the first 4 bars, King B replies to the question and describes what he is going to do. He is creating a world where only different versions of himself exist. He goes on to say that he is the only one that orchestrates what happens in this world. He is the star of the show with no help from anyone else, and that the only competition in there is himself. There is a carry-on from the 3rd to the 4th line, but either line can be taken as is. The 1st and 2nd line work as a prefix to the 3rd line. The 3rd to 5th lines all end on the same rhyme.
With competition, the level they see me on it, the same as the one I see. They say that I'm good, but my mind is playing a trick on me. I'm setting the scenery with locations so vivid. I'm trying to tell you a story, so you just sit back and listen.
He starts these 4 bars by highlighting a difference in perspectives he has on himself. One side of him thinks he is good at what he does, but the other side of him finds the comments hard to believe. He continues by going deeper into his world. The first 2 bars end on the same E rhyme.
Every chapter is different characters, difference in direction, influence when the mood is a factor. So here I am, the best of all protagonists. I'm looking for an enemy, I'm looking for antagonist, I'm looking for the...
Every part of the story differs as well as the characters within them. The director of the show even changes with the change in chapter. He then settles into the role he plays in the show and looks for his counterpart. The 4 bars end on a regular rhyme scheme.
Looking for antagonist, I'm looking for the yin to the yang, the black to the white. I'm looking for the dark to the light. I'm looking at a loser when I'm looking to myself. I see the fucking best in the mirror on the shelf.
He is in search of the opposite to himself, his counterpart, with his ambivalence showing in the last 2 bars. He reiterates his search, making it seem like it is a necessity to find the opposite, alluding to a need for balance. Some internal rhymes in the first 2 bars with black and dark. The end rhymes of the first 2 bars are the same as well as those for the last 2 bars.
On the shelf, never underestimate the power you possess, or the power take you over, make the human in you less. Yes, searching for the power I confess. Even though I got it, I'm unable to finesse, but I die.
This part can be taken as King B breaking the 4th wall for a bit, but it can also be his counterpart talking to himself. This focuses on the loser he alludes to in the previous 4 bars. He tries to lift him up by telling him to take control of the power he possesses, otherwise the what-ifs will surely come back to haunt him. The first 2 bars can be taken as coming from the confident King B, while the latter half can be taken as coming from the loser King B. All 4 bars carry the same end rhymes.
Able to finesse, but I digress, hindering the process. Back to the script, I continue with the progress. Roaming in a world where I overlook the law, but I'm never fair about it when the jury have the draw, so I'm changing.
He acknowledges the break in story and how it disrupts the story. He continues his story or show, mentioning how he controls the rules that the world operates by, basically saying that he suffers no consequences when he does any wrong. A classic end rhyme pattern down the 4 bars.
Have the draw, so I'm changing the methodology. I'm endorsing the self, no more hiding in the shadows. I'm no longer an elf, I'm the hero of the story, and I'm saving myself. And with that out of the way, now it's time to excel, doing better.
He then decides to change the way the show operates by pushing the loser King B to the forefront, no longer to be hidden. The second half of the 4 bars can be taken as coming from the loser King B. The end rhyme carries from the first bar to the 3rd, with the last bar being an outlier.
Excel, doing better, I write better, work on the art better, keep the same form from the first to the last letter. King is in my name because it's coming from you. Beef for the best of the best, and you know that it's true as the time goes.
With the boost in confidence, the loser King B steps to the plate in the first bar. He demands respect in the second bar, saying that all the letters in his name should be given the same amount of attention when mentioning him. The 3rd and 4th line is King B giving another play on his name. Another classic rhyme pattern. My take on the track in its entirety is that it is a detailed journey that KINGB embarks on to answer the question of what you're gonna do when the scenario in the hook is given to you. Everything KINGB does is either against himself or with himself. This ties in well with the theme of the EP and its purpose. That's all for today. Let me know your thoughts on the track in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click on the bell icon to turn on post notification. KINGB signing off. King.
But the mind's in the ditch and the heart's giving up. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do?